What's up people? I hope you guys are ready for one of my first videos of 2025. We're gonna go on with the shelving unit behind me and we're gonna place one of the new tanks in it. We're gonna make a tank for one of my favorite and the most beautiful freshwater shrimp you have ever seen, so I hope you're ready. So the tank that we're gonna work with is the UNS 5N Nano. It's the same tank that's standing next to it, which is roughly 4.6 gallons or 70 liters. The measurements of the tanks is 36 wide by 22 by 22, and that's in inches 14.17 by 866 by 866. It's the ideal tank for this shelving unit. As you can see up here, it leaves plenty of space to clean, and it has enough size at the back to make a little bit of impact. So for the backsplash, we're choosing the ADA Aqua Screen Black. It's the easiest one for me. It was available, I had it still here, and I used it for other tanks as well. So we're gonna stick that one to the back. So one of the pieces of hardscape we're going to use for this project are from HS Aqua. It's called Kuderoi Dark Rock. You can find it everywhere on the internet. It's a lava rock with highly texture, so we're going to go for that. So I'm going to flash forward a little bit with the hardscape. We're going to build a sloped structure. That is the opposite of the tank next to it. So this one will be high on the right side and will slope down to the left. And the other tank is high on the left side and slope down to the right. Also, I'm gonna use some more thicker hardscape to hide the heater because these shrimps really need a heated tank. And later on, I'm gonna put some wooden twigs and wood hardscape on it as well. As I make scapes along the way, I collect a lot of hardscapes, so it's just seeing from the box which wooden twigs I want to use as the root work. I think these are some cut-offs from a wood called Rio Rebel wood. It has a really fine structure at the end, so it really mimics the roots. So I'm gonna apply these on top, so it's the idea to have like a tree coming down on the main rock with the root work. So we're getting quite far in the hardscape build already. As you can see, I'm attaching some Asian root, also from Rio. They're quite vulnerable, and what I'm trying to say with that, they break pretty easily. So I'm attaching a lot because with cleaning, I'm always a disaster and break stuff. So I'll just leave them in the soil as detail. And as you can also see, I'm using the paper towel and liquid glue method. And when you want to try to make it a little bit more invisible, you can always use crushed soil or sawdust on it, and it will just look more natural. I'm also using some different fabric. I will leave it in the description below the video so you can order it yourself. So as you can see, we're using a Rio soil. It's called Riverbed Crikey, and it's a little bit reddish. I used it before in my 8890B, and it also had some reddish lava rock, but it doesn't stand off comparing to the little bit brownish lava rock that we used to build with. So I think it's a great mix. So as you guys can see, we're nearly done with the hardscape, with the build of this tiny UNS 5N. And I still didn't tell you guys what's going in. Still going to be a surprise as well till the end of the video, but please don't skip through it. As most of you guys know as well, I always make filterless tanks, or that's a thing that I used to do. But now when I make more CO2 based scapes or plants that need CO2, I also added filters, tiny little filters from Mini Tank Complete in collaboration with Tru, and they were kind enough to sponsor this video and also sponsor me the other Tru Nano filters that I have, and we have the brand new model right here, and we're gonna place it on this tank so it will have a good filtration. There will also be, what I told earlier, a heater inside. We're gonna hide it somewhere behind there. It still needs to come in. It's a Higer Aqua, not sponsored. And yeah, let me unbox this little thing, show you guys how cool it is, how cool it looks, and we go on from there. And also, I'm still indecisive what to plant. I think I'm gonna use some tiny Bucephalandra that I still have left over, or maybe order a few, and maybe some plants at the back, but I don't want to plant it too much. Especially, I've had these shrimps before and I know how they are, and they don't need all the planting, so it can be a little bit black waterish. So let's go from there. So let's unbox this baby. This is the size M. It's in black color. You will get a tiny little mat with it. You can put it underneath it. Tiny little pipes. I think, is it still closed? It isn't. Oh, maybe just a little bit. Suction cups. These are the ones that we're gonna use. I also have them with skimmers. But they are from metal, and it's not my first choice. As you can see, really tiny, not that deep. So perfect. Gonna place these aside. Then the tubing, I think it's 9/12. It's 2 mil thick, as you can see. I ordered some black pipes, but they were just 1 mil thick, so they were really weak. And I'm still afraid to use them because, you know, they flex just too much. And if we heat these up a little bit, we can just easily get these back to the shape where they used to be. So that's perfectly fine. Then obviously the USB brick. I'm not gonna use this because it's English. So we got from a store, we got an easier one. It's just a normal USB plug. The engine or motor, or how you want to call it. And this goes out, this goes on top. And it has 4 modes from small to max. And trust me, it's really powerful. Most filters I just use the first step, but you can see how much flow there is. And then of course the filter itself. Nicely wrapped as well. Let's get the paper off, the plastic. So it isn't damaged throughout shipping, but look at this. It's just brilliant. And look, next to the UNS tank, it's tiny. So we're gonna place it next to it, good filtration. We're gonna fill it with some Cetia matrix, and that will do the job. So I was lucky enough to find some mini Bucephalandra in the prop boxes that I still have. I don't know if you can see them really good. This is better. Well, I know they will not stay this small forever, but Bus takes a long time to grow, and these are, I think, the wavy leaves. Also some bigger ones here as well, as you can see. I think they fit very well in this situation, in this scape, so let's see if I can place some. So I think it's almost time to show you guys the end result. I let the tank cycle for a few weeks to get the beneficial bacteria working, and I'm also dropping in some live critters that I've bred on my own. So we're having some Sulawesi or Caridina Dennerle shrimps in this tank. Yes, I had them before, but they're one of my favorite, or maybe my favorite shrimp in this freshwater hobby. I'm also getting some babies from the tank next to it. Those are rabbit snails that have a symbiosis with the Sulawesi. Also dropping in. We're starting off small with a small group, like 10-ish shrimp, so I won't show you big groups from the beginning, but you know, maybe we give an update later on. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and see you at the next one.